Welcome back, everybody. It's Big Troy from Big Troy's Toys and Collectibles, and today we are going to review the Red Hood from the video game Gotham Knights. Well, what we have right here is one of the coolest characters I feel in the Batman world, Red Hood. I mean, my man just looks cool for one thing. And then because of his backstory, and I won't give too much of that in case you don't know a lot about him, man, I mean, look at him. Look at his hood, that menacing look. This is the version from the video game that's upcoming. But man, it's like, whew, I'd be scared of him, right? Anyway. This figure right here, he comes with a couple accessories. Well, not really any accessories. He comes with his data file. Move him to the side. You can pause and read that if you would like. We know that Red Hood is Jason Todd. Used to be Robin. And then we flip it over, has some cool toy photography with him on the rooftop. Just looking out and about, trying to see who's causing some trouble that he got to deal with. So that's cool. I always like the data file cards that come with the Mcfarlane figures. He also comes with his trusty stand from Mcfarlane, much appreciated. As well as he comes with a pair of hands that are like since Mcfarlane doesn't give the weapons with these action figures now, he has a right and a left like figure gun or a handgun where he's like kind of pointing, could be pointing at something, or he could be pointing at him like, pow, gotcha. And that's the left and the right. But let's take a closer look at the figure, how about? So we'll bring him back into focus. Ooh wee, look at that guy right there. I like the hood. I like the hood detail on this guy. It has the trim of the black going down the side. Has what looks to be like the buckle in the back for this version. So it looks like it clamps on and off. He's in a hoodie. He's in a vest hoodie at that. Has the red logo. Has the drawstrings from the hoodie. And look at that, they sway. They're not part of the mold. They actually can move around, which is cool. We'll go around the back. You can see the red trim of the hoodie, or whatever type of material he's supposed to have underneath the hoodie vest, we'll say. You can see the hoodie drop down on his back from behind. Don't know what that mark is right there. But this guy, he's awesome. Let's see, as far as his head articulation, let's see if we can move him around. Ooh, that's nice. He can look up about that much. So that's pretty decent. And it's not like a weird gap when you get it looking up underneath the chin part too much. He can look down that much. Look to his right, that much. His left, that much. You can really get him into some shots. And let's check out the articulation. Our friend here is a little stiff. Look at that, so stiff, just popped out like that. So in his arms, you see he has a little bit of the, what do you call that? Like the butterfly joint that moves him around, or his arms around inside the socket. You have that on both sides. See right there, the little black material, how it shifts. So you can move those shoulders back, you can move them forward. And that happens on both arms. This guy, he's a little stiff, so if one of these arms pop out, ignore it, please. I should have warmed him up a little bit. The left arm is real stiff. As far as his arms, see the detail in the gauntlets. Look at that for a second. Look at that. Mcfarlane, boy, he does not fail us with the sculpting of these figures and the detail on them. But back to the arm. Has the double hinged arm. So boom, boom. Get him in T-Rex mode or T-Rex mode. How you doing? That's nice. The cut at the ab, but not too much of a crunch. It's on a ball, but I can't move him forward or backwards. As you can see, it's cut at the top of the abdominal area, not on the waist. So there it is. You can swivel that to his left, his right, but I wish a lot of the Mcfarlane figures, I wish all of them had the ab crunches. That would make them real cool, but you can't get any type of articulation in that ab. Coming down to his waist area, it's like one of those look like a corset type vest that some people would wear. Kind of goes down and then up on the sides. Stay in focus. Right here, it looks like we have clips to some firearms, but he does not come with firearms. Here's some clips to the firearms so that you can see them as we get back in focus. Has the trim, red trim going down into his crotch area. Has a little bit of padding on the right and left thighs. That's cool. Do we have no leg cuts? So the poses you can get this guy into, they're gonna be a little bit minimum for him to be an agile character. I'll tell you that. Okay, let's see if we can get him to split. Boom, we get him to split that much until the thigh armor starts hitting the sides. So we can get that much. That's his back. You see a little bit more of the trim there. Going down his legs, we see he has the double joint. So if we crank them bad boys up, he can almost kick himself in the back. And that's on both legs. Going down to the boot, we see that's on a ball. So we can get all directions of articulation with that. We got that great toe articulation that Mcfarlane puts in these figures. That's kind of cool. And you just have some of the detail in the boots itself. You see like the bottom of the pants where the boot rides up and meets it. The ball is kind of, I don't like it there. I wish we could hide it a little bit better, but I do like the fact that you can articulate the foot in many directions. I'm pleased with this figure. Like I said, he's a cool character. There's a lot of detail put into the scope of this action figure. Once again, warm yours up because look at that, arm pop right off. But warm yours up before you start moving around if he's stiff. Red Hood, I like the face sculpt. It's not, I guess, do you call this a face sculpt because it's a mask? I'll tell you what, he probably did well with it just because he looked at Spawn, his Spawn character, and he was like, man, I can do the red face. I can do the red and black on the face. That's my thoughts behind it. But yeah, pretty cool figure. Let's take a look at another action figure. Let's compare him to something. How about that? We'll compare him to another DC Red Hood action figure. This is from DC Essentials, I believe. It was the only other Red Hood action figure that I had. And it's like, man, I got him just because, once again, this is a cool action figure. But the one on the left is the one from the video game. He looks a lot more detailed, like more realistic. I'll put it that way. Looks like you have a realistic version on the left, and then you have straight out the comics on the right. It's all about whatever your preference is. If you want a more realistic look, go with the guy on the left. More comic accurate or comic-y looking version, go with my man on the right. You can tell that the one on the right, his hood or his face helmet or head helmet, a lot more shiny. So that's a dead giveaway. I don't think you could not see my man coming if it was like in a realistic environment. But on the left, that's more stealthy. I think overall I do prefer the more realistic look of a lot of action figures. But as you also can see, this one came with the weapons, no weapons. Only gripe on this guy, no weapons. As far as height, Red Hood stands at about 6.5 inches. Right there with you. So he's in that 7-inch action figure scale, and he's about 6.5. So not bad. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the review for Red Hood from the Gotham Knights upcoming video game. If you could do me a huge favor, join my team, subscribe to the page. I do a lot of action figure reviews, so you'll be in for a treat, I feel. Give me a like, a comment. Tell me what you think about this action figure. Tell me what action figures you're expecting to see later down the road, what you're looking forward to, whether it's Mcfarlane or Marvel Legends or Mezco's SH Figure Arts. Whatever the case may be, let me know. Let your boy know. Join my community. And then if you like, I'm on Instagram at Big Troy's Toys and Collectibles. You can hit me up there. I do a lot of toy photography on my page, predominantly toy photography. So check me out there. You'll see more so on Instagram than you will on my YouTube, but I try to tie in a couple of them at the end of the videos. And tag me in some of you guys' toy photography on Instagram. Let me see what you guys are doing. Let's see how y'all pose y'all figures, how y'all like to do y'all stuff. You know what I'm saying? Peace.